10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. There you go. 51 the mic. Man, I got you.
Clock now on first down. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Nelson Aguilar, his fourth touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Running, it's Drake. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. How about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 48 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it, because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
It's complete. Stills. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On first and goal, Drake. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the... Got his man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Denver.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Locke to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Block pass. Intended for Richie James. Incomplete.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. This is caught. Watkins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people will think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. James now to return. That'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Alpha. 47.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rosen now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10, and he hits Drake. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Rosen on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. On first down, Drake. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
On the double. 51. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
2nd and 5 now. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Let's go. Hey, you stop.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
51 to Mike.
27-yard line.
Go.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Oh, shifty. Whoa. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He was looking for Watkins that time. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Locke, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Alert, alert. He's coming, he's coming. Monday.
They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Alluding to, Rosen is stripped to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First down, Broncos.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Denver.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Clock now to throw. He'll buy some time right. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Rosen now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Middle.
2nd and 4. At the 42-yard line.
Hey, orbit.
On 2nd down and 4. Rosen caught by Wilson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check 99. Check 99.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Rock it. Rush in. Go.
They'll try to draw. Lindsey. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Watkins, the intended receiver. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills, and that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Steve 6.
Now Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
34 is the mic. 34. Bravo. Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Mike 34. Mike 34.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Go.
Rosen on 1st and 10. It's complete to Drake. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now, this may be a free play here for Rosen. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, Delta. Hurry.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Smooth. Let's go. 47's the mic.
Again, it's Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
He may try and run for this. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home,